Jo, ready. Jo, tady jsou taky ready, tady můžeme jet. Oj. Tohle je docela na prd. Zahodíme si profesi. Tak jo, pokračujeme. Hlavně story quest. Vlastně já tady lítat nemůžu, ale můžu, počkej, můžu dělat tohle, ty vole. Kde to zaznám? Ty vole. To bylo v Duty Collection. Jo. Tady si to vytáhnu. Vest. Musím to tady pozbírat, a pak budu pokračovat v mé story quest linke, protože potřebuji, lítání to potom lítání to bude v pohodě. A už tady trávím pár, že jo. Zás to tady nemám, ty vole. Jsem dělá to prdela, ty vole. Hodím postavu a všechno mi to rozhodí, ty vole. To je ono, že jo. Tady jsem. Ale ty vole ještě 3 questy, no ale tak to... Tady trvá... Tady 4 ještě. To najdem. Ježiš. To najdem. Akorát, že může tady být rychlejší, no, což musím dostat Northwest, což je dobré. Ale tohle to by měl být rychlejší. No ale to je jedno. Northwest. Tady by měl být ten 23 West. Tady je. Pohodě. Takový červený marbolo, vole. Tady se dostaneme asi na tu druhou stranu toho. Ještě tam učit ty guildy, abych sledovat, co se děje v guildě. Tady bych, ale já ještě udělám jednu věc. Charakter configuration, což to je. Ne, počkej, se dá udělat takhle, tady na to kolečko. Charakter, to se bude text, tohle, raid. Tohle, Party Alliance a ještě tady dáme tohle. Mi to tam ukazuje i z guildy šéf. To party. Jo, tady nechcem, to je tenhle story prezenka. North. No tady. Pak udělám 3 questy, vole, a mám to. Aspoň uvidíte, vole, že kde jsou ty tady, kde to je pozbírat, ale to jsem nechtěl. Ale fakt co máčka. 637 jižně. To si děláš prdel, tak doufám, že se tam dostanu, že mi to zase nebude něco tam bránit. Soundtrack je tady dobrý. Jo, tady oblast nemám ani odkryto, ale... Jsou 334, ok. Také opice tady vzadu horují. Ufity. Ty krávo, jaký velký slon. A to je jiná káva. Pět jižně. Počkej, dá se to tady nějak projet? Je, tady je. A to je měl být posledný, že? A ještě dva, ne? Ještě jeden. Další, už nebude nějak daleko, 330 Southeast, že tam nějak daleko je. No to bude halu se vracet, ale tak to už je. Tigre. Ten už je pak poslední. Dále, já se sám musel vyhnout. 90 Southeast. Jo, to je ten, ty vole, už vím, co tam. To je ten bastard, kterou jsem se nemohl dostat vtedy. A teď se jenom vrátit, no. Teď už můžu dělat majsterovičku. Protože vlastně tady už mi chybí jenom labyrintos, což se tam dostalo pak, myslím si. Tohle to má, tohle bude a ještě potom jsou dva oblasti, no nějaké. Jedem zpátky. Já bych mohl predat ty kameny, no. Opa. To je pohoda, to je potom mám pozbíráno. Samozřejmě videa, které nejsou nadabovány, tak preskakuje. A to by text preskakuje. Protože jako to podle mě nemá smysl. Podle mě je nadabovaný jenom to důležité, takže akorát já se musel dostat do nějaké oblasti, kde bych musel fakt udělat ty questy. Poslední quest bude zase poslední quest v oblasti. Nějaké opice zase. Jo, já tě mám rád. Kde je? Jo, tady je. Ještě malý detail. Jak to já tady mám na tom OBS-ku. Yes, to chceš volat. Prostě to jsem chtěl. Ale OBS-ko, takhle. Jo, no jasně, tak asi ten... Tady... Já si to posunu dolů. Tady to nebude ničemu vadit. Ten chat jakoby nepotřebujete vidět z té hry. Takže takhle. Jo, a ještě je tohle. Tohle. Tak jo. Takhle jsem to. Takhle to bude fajn. OK. Hop. Hop. Pokračujeme. Co je? Ej, są rychle. Nie wiem za mało co. Ty, a co to je? Na to, że a zawsze fici, ale mi poszedł się jo. Co działa robię? Hej, co to? Co to robisz to? Escape. No escape. Że sobie tak kolej jeszcze raz. Chyba to są kombinacje tylko to. Ale pograć nauczyć, no ale tak chodzi. Chcę bol, no bo ja chcę bol. Zachránime, nezachránime. Coś tu, ale... Tak. To, że ten chcypnął go. Ale nie zmienia się. Ja to chcę na opiecu. Ciepło. Dobra, do pięć. No, taka sama chcę. Wow. Co działamy za otoczyło? Počkej, až tady jsem byl, ne? Jo. No znamená, to tady naběhnu questy na to lítání, že jo?
No more enemies to trouble us here.
It's me. How fare you below?
Understood. I will inform Vritra.
Chaos and panic sweep Raz-Zidhan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it.
So it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflict this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
Will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Raz-Zidhan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so.
Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals, yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Raz-Zidhan hangs in the balance.
Co to je?
We have company. hour has come, Vritra! It's all or nothing!
Neříkej, že teda půjdu budovat do stejnou asi, nevím. Dobré. Tady. Ale questy na to nemám. Dobré. Tyhle dva. Ten armor se mi fakt nelíbí. Ten svítí ty vole barvama, ty vole, jak kdyby cirkusant co byl, vole. Fakt jako, fakt ne, ty vole. Co? Já se z celého toho filmu dá už vidět tvůj v akci. Okay. Tady ještě nemá questy, jo, to je mladý. To je kačka tady, že jo. Obří meč na zádech. Takhle, no. To je motorovka na meč, ty vole. Okay. Já nehraje film FFK, vole, ale Duma, vole. Já se strašně zvědavý, že zachráníme tuhle oblast, protože podle všeho musím zachránit tuhle oblast. A jako, nevím. Ale tady jsou ty. To něco čaří zase. To je rybolov. Tady. Zase. Villager woman. Tak super. Červené oči má, ty vole. Vypadlo krutě, ty vole. Tak jde. Jdi pryč. Jdi pryč. A mimochodem, są poużytowe. Tak. Ale to polowanie będzie rychlejsze, a będzie... Co? A będzie rychlejsze. Tak. Ściskamy to trochę do sytuacji. Kursa. Żeby to miało biedę po pierdolu, protože... Ale pokoju. Okej. Opa, stop. Hypervelocity. Ja vlastně ještě jedno. To je dolů. Takže jedeme. To są spadek, bo... Boże.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Małyskie oczy.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevan, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
To kitka zachrání všetkých.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn.
Yeah.
Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Jdem po něm. Či? Yeah. Jdem po něm.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mervyn!
Don't, please!
That's good. Ouch. Ouch. Co to za svinu? Za svinuchu. O, ne.
No! God have mercy!
Jo, já jsem vzal to dítě, ale ono je mrtvé, jo, nebo... Jo, tady se dá vylézt. I ci... Yo, Mount Eden. Ale tam. Hej! To se za děláš kozy, že jo? Jo. A? Ja to nevezmu. No super, ja ho našel, ale co z toho? Ty vole. Jo. Bože. Mám se tady vylez, to je výzvozisté. Mám chce do grupy. Ja, proszę zależy na tym, co ty tak.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back.
Další dementi. To je práce pro mě.
Matsia, take the child.
Oh.
God damn it.
Odkud se furt
It appears we've
berou?
made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matsia, can you take her back to the village? But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Jak dám ich rozsekat. Asi.
Steady. You know the way. No. No. Not you too.
No, no.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark. No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged.
Hello.
Every agony.
여기 진짜 진짜. 에스터, 알았다.
The divinity.
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Dobra praca. Przyjdzie dalszy, że...
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia. Really? How can you be so sure?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Mattia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband at least. Will you help me?
Tak jo. A to poslední quest? Počkat. Hej! Mně ještě chybějí 2 questy, nebo jak? Počkej, to je nějaká zrada toto. No. Budu chybět ještě 2 questy, vole. Někde jsem nechal 2 questy. To mi děláte prdel. Tahle oblast není vůbec otevřená, tahle taky ne. Ty vole. Já se tam skočil. Co vole, potřebuji najít, kde jsem nějaká ty questy, vole. Protože to není dobrý tohle. Určitě to není dobrý. Vetra. Ty questy nejsou. Že to dodělám a pak budu hledat ty questy, že jo. Chybějí 2 questy. Nelíbí, že mám černý nos, no ale což. Jsem dát komíník, vole. Ale to jsem zachraňoval, že jo, to v tom fialovém. Nikde ho ne. Jak dodělám ty questy, mám naskočit tady 2 questy, nebo já nevím. Co nám zastává, ty vole? Jakou polivku jsem získal, ty vole, co to je? Nevím, to dalo. A půjdeme na to, to zase je. Jo, aha. To musím rozjet polivky. Tady hore. Nic. Už mi proč jsem měl vyvolaného toho mounta, vole, alebo na to chočoba. Že moc nebojuju, prostě to je furt video za videem, text za textem. Jdu na příležitosti na to, aby tak trochu poexportoval. No, to dostanem to. Jo, a už mi naskočili ty dva questy tady. Jo, takže já budu muset dělat ještě. No, tenhle ten quest nebudu brát zatím. Dám si tyhle dva. Zase nějaký žrádlo, ty vole. Asi pro další quest. Budeme ho hned udělat pak. Tak, já mohl lítat, jak to dodělám. Tak, tam teď, tady, dva, tam pro tohle to je blíž, myslím. Tak, tady seš. Kam zašla? Zase k tomu ty vole. Hej, to je určitě. minuty na to wystarczy. Jakieś dużą rotację. To zawsze rotację rola. niego. Znaczy tygru może spełniła. O, jasnęła. A, płynno. Tak. To co raczej to temu był cały, że... No. Ej! Co za ścielicy? Dobrze, te DMS-em. Patrzę, że tam odozwałam, bo to jednak powiem. Że akolita też się tak nie użył, aż kiedyś skończenia odozdam szefa. Także potem skończył sem, odozdam te 2 questy, zabieram miejsce rynku, a... Dobra, powoda. Opice. O, gorzej. Ty wolę Teksasy spadki nie stoją. A to musím pěšky, bo trošku na montovi, ten nebude za mnou stíhat. Takže takhle. Kurva. Ojojoj. No, kurwa. Tak sypnę to, że ten... Sadek sypnę. To są na koło, gdzie? teleportacji, coś, jak nic się nie dzieje, ale... Ja si prosto aj pretože ako oni sa určite sú spavnutí, ale super, to chcesz, no. A jo. Pohádaj zase krokodil do piči, ale... Tak jo. To můžu oba ty klesy tady odevřat, aby mohl lítat. Počkej. Kde to je? To je z toho odevřat, jo tady. Jeden. A to je tam nahoře, ne? Ryby. A teď můžu lítat. Ježiš se. Tam už jako mi nepomůže ten, že... A už je tam nemůžu. Ježíš, co to je zase? The Redus condition the area enter the multiple instance select destination. Ježíš, co to je? Co to kurva je? Já jsem tu 93, nevím, co to je, ale... Že já se můžu dostat do města. No nevím, je to divné. Čemu to tam vyskočilo? A to aspoň, že můžu... ten quest pokračovat. Trinket.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I too have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzathan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Izel's face.
Indeed.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzathan, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. It is an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavner. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
You're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palika Stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Jo, mam flower. Ale czerna, ajaj. Dobrze mam.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive.
Ty brzyż wzięła tu kitku wolę. Straci. Zniszczyli kitku. A, myślę, że kitka
Sorry,
się
I didn't mean
zachwaniła.
to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
To pomagała jedną nogi coś żyć z tyłu. A zjścić, że kitka padła wola. Tak, otázka je teďka, jestli půjdu do labyryntosu, nebo do nákrmové oblasti. Nic jiného mi nezůstalo. Dobra. Mega duta. Może tam wspominał. Co to? Ja. Hej, wolę. Ja to nie mam jeszcze tego. Ty krał. To gdzie tam kámo? To aktivovat. No to asi nešlo. No už v tom městě jsem byl dlouho, víckrát. Takže jako bych to aktivoval, ale to asi nešlo. Teď to snad půjde, jo. Tam v tom sněžinou taky jsem musel zabít ten debil, aby jsem mohl aktivovat krystal. Tady je ten blbeček. Zatím mě nezajímáš. Nemá krystal. Já už to nevím. Já nemám aktivní. A půjde, co chceš, ale... Jsem už získala novou zbroj nějakou, protože tahle stala se mi fakt nelíbí. Ty vole, nevím, ty vole, jak ten, ty vole, jak clown v cirkuse, vole, barevný. Zase lidi, vole. Mě zahodla. Co to je za schůzi, vole? Musím nějaká nepodstatný, vole. To je nakopované. Počkej, proč tam je červený quest? To se mi nelíbí, vole. Další červený... Tady je kopu červených questů, vole. Co mi chybí? Quest obžesu, malé DPS. Limited jobs, malé DPS, limited jobs. Aha. Aha. Malé DPS. Jeden z nich bude heal. Healer, ok. Ranger DPS. Physical Ranger DPS a Magical Ranger DPS. To si já udělám, protože některé tam mám heala nemám, ale Magical Ranger ani tohle nemám. Ale mám tanka, což je tady. Ale počkej, já toho dělat nemusím. Je to sice modrý quest, nevím, co to bude. Nevím, co to bude určitě. Jsem za FPR. To je tohle. Jo, to je nějaký... A na to teďko hodím. Watch End, jdeme na tohle. Okay. Tyhle ty questy si můžu udělat kdykoliv. Hej! Ale nic se tady neděje. Dělám prostě mistera linku. Tohle to bylo, že jo. Vyhlil. Ty vole. To je jedno asi, že jo. Vzala celý by ten quest tam jako.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarant.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Rozmyślam to, na co fakt mogłoby dobrze ten quest. W sumie no ten czaj, no bo to jest słabe.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more. So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. Quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead. Elidibus.
Co? Cože, jaký Eridibus, vole, to jsem zabil, ne?
I sealed him in the white aurosite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
Počkej. Eridibus se jsem zabil. To je jedno.
Yes,
Jako dotáhli do
we
toho
can but
docečka,
act
to je.
and hope for the best.
Jsem měl duši, když jsem dal.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends and end begins.
No. Kde jsem to dal? Jo, tady. Tak. Já si dám tady menší change. To je jako... Docela jsem překvapený. Jsem tam vytáhnul ještě Elidibase, vole, což... Když si dobře vzpomínám, tak byl poslední boss, to prodošlo do OCčky. Jako ty vole. A teďka otázka, no, kam půjdu. Jestli půjdu do našeho vlastně, nebo se vrátím do toho. Já bych se chtěl vrátit do toho, jak se jmenuje, Labyrintos, ne? Labyrintos, no, abych to tam vyzbíral zase. Tam 5 a 4. Uvidíme, no. Nebo úplně nová oblast. No, už se můžu vrátit na měsíc, ne? Pod Hydaelyn. Co to je? Počkej, a to je challenge log, to ne? No počkej. Ne. Takhle. No, to ne. A to je jedno. Povídej. Nová zbraň. Ajajaj. Iron Wood. Kovovo-dřevěná zbraň, no, tak to jsem zvědavý. Tahle se mi páčila, ta svítí, ale uvidíme, co bude ta další. Zajímavý. No dobré. Počkej. Tady jsou ty questy a to se dají udělat, protože vlastně Ranger DPS nemám. Ale mám tanka, což si udělám, potom tady mám DPS, malé DPS a jeden malé DPS. Takže to je v pohodě, ty dva si udělám. A tam to můžu, když půjdu na ještě hlavy expert možná. No dobrý. Krystalium. Tyba, já se mám vrátit sem, já jsem to věděl, oni jsou aspoň Elidy musel vole a já musím sem vole. A tady já se můžu lípat, je to takové rychle, tahle část. $758 kg. To cestování je kurva drahý vole. You are returned. Jasné, že jsem se vrátil. Ale pěkná ta ušačica, vole. A budeš šoknutá z toho, že Elidibus žije, asi že jo, nebo něco. Takže já půjdu zase do Crystal Tower asi, že jo. Skoncovat s ním definitivně, doufám. Černý nos je úplně šílený. Počkej, kde mám jít jako? Cabinet of Curiosity, že jo. No, tak to můžu udělat, že jo. Takhle, abych nemusel platit za to cestování, protože těch peněz jako nemám moc. A musím ještě špekulovat nad tím vlastně, že když budu expit ty další postavy, tak jako to jsou takisto tanci, ale jakože zbroj bude na všetkých stejné, takže to neřeším, ale budem muset kupovat zbraně jim. Protože samozřejmě tady mě padají zbraně z questu, ale tam z questu, tam questy nebudu dělat, takže tam nepadne nic. Tam jenom z dungu, nebo z raidu a tak. To jsem to střel. Jsem nemá do toho šahat, kurva. Tak jo. Tady lítat nemůžu, že jo? Já bych potřeboval obňatky rozdělit, takže to půjdu tomu krystálu. Hele, a jak se mám dostat asi tam nahoru, vole? Byl zase nějaký ten jump event, vole, na to seru. Nebo jump challenge spíš. Ty vole, to teče jak blázen. Jsem do toho nemohl šahat, kurva. Nevadí. Modlina. Já si můžu podržet tohle na ruce. Někdo má spoznal. Jo. Warrior of Darkness. To bude... Jaké děti, ty vole. A to je ten obrácený svět tady, že jo. Tady jsem byl Warrior of Darkness, ne Warrior of Light. Teraz kdo? Jo. Víla zase. Ta lína snad nedojde, no. Ale i z tohle. Kurva. Tak, odevzdáme quest. Budeme na bej. Počkej, tady diskem zbranou, tak se zvěděl, jak bude vypadat. Jo. Ty vole, nekeci, já na vás zbraň, vole. Já ji světluji strašně dlouho, vole. No. Tak, dáme se na to zbraň, že jo? Use. Bajonet. Co to kurva je? Že bajonet? To zjistil, že bajonet. Jo, to je ono. Jaký bajonet. No. Tak, přiblížíme, podíváme se na bajonet. Hele, to vypadá docela zajímavě. Vytá se ho? Nesvítí. Nesvítí, stále jeden nesvítí. Ale je docela hezký. Tak. Tady quest. Já to půjdem do toho, zapojím do nějakého jiného světa, no. $520, jo. Počkej, když to dám... Ale ty rukavice mám lepší. Dobře, to zruším, protože to by měla jalošice. Ale že rukavice mám lepší. To lákne tady. No. Yes. Jsou tam duchové, hej! Mám nějaké halušky nebo co? To je ta posledná duše, či čo?
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Safecoast Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. Oh. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share. I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Hermes.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Czego?
The preparations are complete. The gateway...
Słyszałem hlasy.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land.
Jak to są wyskoczyło skoro?
Now go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back.
Zmiana wzrostu spadki, mam to obecnie.
Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
No. Auż. Zrażka z meteorytem była. Że są jakieś nowe oblasti, no. Labirynt to nie wiem jak powiedzieć się woda. Ale ze mnie duch! Ale jaki mały duch. Będą mają fungować, no bo nějakými omezeňami. Já si můžu dokonce mluvit. Do piči. Jedna ze 4. Nějaké facility, Ježíš, on se objevil nějaké 4 facility, Je takhle. Explore the facility, to znamená, že já mám přezkoumat. Jako nějaký malý duch, vole. A za pošlady chodíme jak duch, ty vole. Když to dobře chápu, já jsem duch pro tu kytku.
And here we are.
Elvis.
Well, well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Ho, ho, ho. Ty králta na ten noč, takové fialový, vole. Fakt hezký.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something.
but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
What?
You may open your eyes.
Co, okej. A następny duch.
Quite large, don't you think?
The size befits.
No to są, nie mogę przeskakować.
No, this will suffice, I'm sure. Without further ado then. Greetings! I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honourable Emmet Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name, and I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here? Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmet Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
this presence?
Ty vole, máme to uši krydla, ty vole.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Hermes. To bude tohle se.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Dobře. Takže jsme v další oblasti, že jo. A to bude Elpis. Budu muset najít jednu tu a do takové. Gift. Nějaký gift? Tak, budeme hledat asi to na lítání, že jo. 457 Northwest. To jsou animáci, jo, ty krám. Tak opatrně. West, 417 West. Tam jak se musím dostat. Já tam natáhnu všechno na sebe, že jo, já jsem šikovnej. Tak jo, ukázáme si, když jsem tady. Co to jsem získal? Joj, bože. Use the rope capture the petal die. Petal die. To jsou tyhle motýle. Ale ty fialové. Ale to já nechci. To já to chytat teďko nebudu. Nějaké krystálu, to bude asi najlepší. A pak? No, řekneme to. 442 věst. Musel potom jít tam, ale nepřisaktivu krystal, tenhle ten. A pak doleva. A tahle oblast se mi líbí. Ta zasněžená se mi nelíbila. A tahle je hezká. Nord, 130 Nord, hele, to je vnitř v té budově, že jo. Buď za to budovou. Ale ta otázka, jestli na to pustí dovnitř. Jo. Nord, 46 Nord. Takže to je za tou budovou. A to je pravda, že jsem to nikdy ještě nemal nahoře. Nikdy to nebylo ještě jakoby v budově. Když jsem ten ten našel v budově. Zatím. Tam jako další krystál, nebo co? Ty krystálu tady je nějak moc. A to je dobře. Ale doufám, že nebude drahé cestování. Hej. 27 Northwest. To je ještě, jo, tady to je, hele. Máme další. 400 West. Tak to jdu tam tomu krystálu, který co je v dálce. 154 West, no jasně, to bude tady dělat toho krystalu. Ale to není krystal na aktivaci, vole, tak to je špatný, vole. Hej. 46 Northwest. No tady na tom šutru asi hore bude, že jo. Jsem slepý nebo nevidím, ne? $65 Northwest. Co je tady? Tam je to nepočtu samozřejmě. 35 West. West. Northwest. Jako to prčic. To je asi tamhle hore to bude, že jo? To prčí, zase to musíme dostat. Jo, tam je i ten krystal hore, že jo? Jo, tady dáme to dám k tomuto krystalu, aktivujeme si tenhle krystal. Když to ovšem půjde, vole. Ten krystal taky neaktivuji, že jo. Ten most a tak. To vypadá nadějně. Jo. Southwest. $22 South. Jak tady jo. Podjemně vole. To je Northwest, tamhle nevím. Vytujeme si tohle. Jsou 3 krystály. 2 z nich mám aktivované, na třetí se musím dostat pak. OK. Jdem sbírat tady 140 Northwest, což tu dobře. 140 Northwest. Tady to je. Opět, 10 a 5 zase. Takže 210 North East. Někde tam. North East. tady? 215 nord. Asi nebude tady, že jo? Nord, to je... Když ještě dokazuje to zase k tomu. Asi jo, že jo. Hopeless. To mi ukazuje k tomu, no. K tomu nahoře. Tak nic, no, jdeme dělat ten mystery quest. Musím chytit ty motylem 2. Můžu to pojď chytit na poprvé, že se s tím nebudem nějak srát moc. To je jakože... Ty vole, to je fakt animák. Ty vole. Tak. Opa. Tak tady máme prvního motýla. Já mám se až nemohu, jo. Hej, no tak. Já musím zautočit. Musím dát minimum zdraví, aby... Já jsem půlku zdraví dolů, aby... Nemohl opět. Je to motyl, vole. Snažíme zkoušet sračky. Okay. Tak tady máme oranžovýho. To měl být jednorožec, ty vole, jednorožec. Dva motýle, vole. Is ready? Na čo? Počkej. Oh. Sa oblast nebo... Se vám se obléknout, jo. Hlavu to nemělo, že jo. Dobra. Dziękuję. Wrócę... To nie miało. Kalhoty. Sofistkę. Roboty. To wrócę, że... Tak znowu. Czyli trzeba udziałać na jaki ten porządek wtedy. Powychodzą te rzeczy, ale... To ono? To nie ono. Chyba... Jak to robią? Były to 3 rzeczy. Rzucimy. A co to chyba? Co zyskał ten quest? Och! Jeszcze projdę sobie takhle. Ruce to nejsou. Ale co to bylo? To bylo... Sofistrobe. Jo, takže Sofist to musí být. To je jo. Sofist. To já se z toho úplně v prdeli, jako jo. Chybí ještě jedna část. Sofist tady. Kurva. Jdu to aktualizovat. Prostě takhle. Dá tyhle to oblečení, ale já nevím. to bude najlepší, když bude muset bojovat, no, tak to bude musel zase sundat. A typě tam už lítal, vole. Pozadu. To Hama se k tomu strašně hodí, ty rukavice, vole. Jo. No a vem to nahoře na ten ostrov, vole. A bude všechno OK, vole. Slyšte Hermes. Slyšte Hermesa. Jo, ty vole. Hermesi, kde seš? Na mě jako najdu. Hele. Tohle kočka, jo. Tady je pan Hermes. Krměl ryby, jo.
Ah, you are...
Oh,
Jaké mám modré oči brutálné.
different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
Chci být kámoška se mnou. On tak? Vidíš, co udělal člověka, chci být kámoška.
I see you found him.
It's Ladeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators.
On
On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
Ale dám si ještě jedno pivko. A pak to vypnu.
You are of the convocation.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, chief overseer of Elpis?
Jako z toho Hermesa jsou nějaké strany, ne?
You do?
Šéfko to bude.
You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namistoma is missing.
Ja, chybiłem ryba.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
Ale bym co nadawał. Rada. Ja strasznie mocno co nadawał.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help, too!
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Dobra. Ja to zadać, ale O to. Chyba tak być. Ja sydu pro piwko. A jak są sobie go dopiję piło, ale no to. Hopla. Aga. A smo tady, a jdeme hledat rybu. No, to je hezky, ale ten Bird of Elpis má asi, že napadne. Tak pojď, vole. Když tak len jeden, ne dvaja. Třeba nájsť tu rybu, vole. Nemůže být, ty vole. Hej, tady někdo visí. Co je grze? Ryba. Ryba, która może żyć na suszy. Ja nie wiem, Hej! Co ja? Co go? Powiedajmy. Dwie zbroje, super. Ja się lubię takie barewne zbroje, wolę. Dufa. Tą barakę.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force? Yes, I'm sure your business with Hermes is quite pressing. You may speak with him to your heart's content after ours is concluded.
I do not object to his attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe he can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself. Do you hear?
So, it's finally happened then.
No.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration.
Ty pičo, to je veta.
As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure.
Pardon?
And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words.
Já už vím, jak to udělám, aby jsem podbral všechny ty. Prostě dodělám tu oblast.
What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down.
Ještě budu mít prostě poslední quest s tím Aetherem a pak jednoducho prostě pozbírám to, než splním ten quest. Můžu mít prostě vlastně všude, pozbírám ty.
Does this not mean that he will return to the star?
Lítat nemůžu dřív, než to vyzbírám, takže...
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Aetheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Van Daniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts and channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just... I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Tak. Asi budeme museli ten maják, co tam byl v té temnotě, tak ho budeme se vlastně nějak vyřešit. Můžu ven? Jo. Tady asi chodí ven. Sounds like fun. No, ale... Tak jde se mnou. Super. Gamestone Trader, hej. A za tyhle ty gemy, tak vlastně nejspíš, až se budem max level, tak se dá koupit karty a dá se docela dobré karty a dá se pak koupit ještě rychlejší letání v této oblasti. No a tady jako toho nevidím, že tady někdo uměl hrát karty, to asi ne, že si něco zeptáme. A co víš? No tady je Mender, což chceme, protože potřebujeme se opravit. Repair, to určitě, a ještě to uděláme takhle a dáme repair. S tím, že už se jako prolikat do toho hábitu nebudu, na to prdím, pak prdím. Než když budu muset. Ale se sama budu bavit, když nebudu v tom hábitu. Co to je? Ja tu máš tu zbroj, vole. Ještě něco jiného, vole, tady jsem na klaun, vole. No je to dobované, tak to ne to. Já jsem silný. Počkej, no má... Já si to terčím, hele. To bude prdel. Hele, podívejte se na ní, jo. Jo, ona má tady dolů. Ona má ty vole kuřací nohy nebo takové něco. Jo, to jsou prostě ptáčí nohy, jo. Slyším až teď, jo. V ty kratce něco si zašel. A tady to bude tak navigovat až tam, že no. Já jsem říkal, že to nebudu dělat, až budu mít poslední quest tyhle oblasti, tak to neudělám. Pozbírám si všechny étery, všechny questy na étery, udělám a teprve tak dělám poslední quest a budeme všechno na tady. Protože nemám zmysl, protože já z začátku jak nějak půjdu do té oblasti, mimo všechny části té oblasti, a to znáte, že jako to... Takhle to bylo jakoby rozumnější. Bylo to takhle. Si přijdeš do oblasti, uděláš monstry, quest, linku a daj mi zbroj, vole. No tak ne, no, tak si pokecáme. Nedobované, tak. Tak, zkoušáme si novou zbroj. Vyzkoušáme novou zbroj. Tady malo sedět vlastně k ty. Jo, počkejte, já musím neudělat, já musím dát takhle. A tahle. Tu zbroj. Ta vypadá hezky, tahle je fakt hezká. Ty šeldry, vole, to je hezky, vole. To je krutý, to se mi líbí. A ještě ty kalhoty, no. Ale vypadá to hezky, Trošku jiné barvy by som tomu možno dal, ale ináč je to hezké. To černou bych nechal, ale tu bílou bych prostě hodil prostě, já nevím. Co ten Reaper tady chce, ona? Protože to je od Reapera, jo, tohle. Fialový. Co mám dělat? Hermes. A to je zmrdek je tady. A ta zbroja je hezká, no. Ta je fakt hezká. Tu si možno použijeme i na glamour, vole. Zmeníme barvy a použijeme na glamour, vole. Ale... Protože je fakt hezká, mě se líbí. Stojí to jsou kalhoty, no. Co to Hermes tady víc stává? Jsem dva motily chytal, vole, to si jako... 4 levely a max level. Jo a pak vlastně říkám, když dosáhnu maximální level s Gunbreakerem, tak pak nebude dlouhší dobu stream vlastně s stream jako s FFF. Z toho důvodu, že budu mimo stream XP dekáčko, abych to pak doexpil vlastně dekáčkem, tu mejstrovinku, ale je to v pohodě, já už dekáčko XP mimo stream teď, takže už mám nějak 82, možná 83, takže to je v pohodě, takže si myslím, že to nebude dlouho trvat. Co tady čumí zase na tyhle styky? Jaký krystal jsem získal? Nevím, na co mi bude dobrý. No, destination. Takže co bych uvěznil teraz, nebo jak to chápat? Jdu za elektrinou, že jo? Tak. stronę zbrojesz trasy, że jo? Normalnie jako inną. A co to jest? Co to jest? Co to żera taka już troszkę? Samuraj, a? Samuraj, wypada jak jaki tank? No. To zbroje. Hermes. Tam jest beczka.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
Są tylko już mnie zabierał, będzie to nowy subiekt. A, kitki! Kradnij, hej! Kradnij! To potrzebuję, bole. Na všechny, bole.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Podle emocí lidí nebo prostě podle toho poblíž čeho jsou nebo koho.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. Well, it has no will of its own. It is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait! A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay, I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Musíme do palice tohle že je chlap. Prostě to prostě je jako ženská. Má to prostě chlap to nás.
Yours is thin too. Like an enteleki. Like me. So, are we the same? Entelekis.
I think not. Your nature remains a mystery, but ere I reinforced you, you appeared to be little more than a common familiar, and a faded one at that.
A deficit of ether alone does not an enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear, I'd forgotten about the poor fellow. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Ach, tak další quest. A? Kalhoty, to se hodí. FF, 14. To je ten nový datač. Jako docela mě to baví. Docela hodně dobrý příběh. To strašně zaví, jak to skončí. Nemám. A i kdyby já už jakoby, a to je jedno. Co bylo? Mám to asi... Potřebuji vyvolat, to je asi výborné takým způsobem. Já bych rád byl dneska úžasnou 87, tam toho chuja musím rozjednat. Či? Co to je zač? Ježiš, co zas? Sej. A flower to ask. Super. Tam to žádné hezké ta voda padá. Mám projektor, tady stojí. Tak jo. Počkej. A to má nějaké věci transmognuty. Počkej, ale nemá to, ne? Ne. Tak jo, tak pojďme na to. A co tam napsat? Hej. Šiš, co zas? To je prostě ty vole. Počkej, mám to s velkým P, protože to je vydrbané. To je čárka. Pomeru dole. Jo, to ty dawana, kurwa.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emet-Selch. Please.
Come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Co to za mount?
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emet-Selch joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emet-Selch has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emet-Selch to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world, and when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Dobra. Jo. Nie. Hej. Ono chce tako... Ono chce da se celé, že jo. Hej, co vlastne. Kurva, ale na seru mi nevole. Co to ako dělá, ty vole? Když mi vole. Jo, aha, počkej. Takhle, já jsem dával dvojité V2. No. Proč jdu takhle pomalu? Co je to? Hele, milion. Co to je? Hej! To jakože... Co má být? Proč jenom chodím? Souvisí so serverem, lebo je to u serveru. To je ikona. Nechci fate, vole. Počkej, já si to nějak... To si nějak zapnout, ne? Proč jenom chodím? No, najvyšší čas to vypnout. Odoznám quest a vypínám. No, jak se tam dostat, vole? Z té strany to bude. Ty vole, nechápu. To je v pohodě. Tak nic, tak chodím, no, ty vole. Co to zase vymysleli, ty vole? Nějaká aktualizace a já můžu chodit, to je blbost. No, aktualizace tomu atlasy normálně. Šel jsem dobře, chvála bohu. A takže na takhle chodím, vole. Já prostě doznám quest a jdu do prdele. To až aj na mountu vychodím prostě pomalu, to je úplně... To je prostě něco špatně prostě. Buď jsem já něco prostě zmáčknul. Já to si nemyslím, to vole. Ono bude průser, když se třeba zítra přihlásím a tady se zítra přihlásím a budu takhle nachodit. To je nějaké divné. No, server lost. To prdele. To je nějaká aktualizace asi, že jo. Jo. Tak jo, tak konec. Tak, díky, že jste se dívali. Musel jsem skončit, když jsem nechtěl. Nevadí. Tak čau a myslím si, že zítra to bude zase. Takže čau.